welcome to Zoe Your Own. It's been a little bit cooler and a bit wet this last few days here in Norfolk. Hence why I've got different shoes on, because I was a bit of a plonker and I left my ratty-tatty boots outside and they are absolutely sopping wet. I don't usually care about what I put on my feet when I'm outside, hence why I wear the ratty-tatty DMs, but I couldn't bring myself to wear wet boots. Absolutely not. Today it's time to carry on with my lovely Potgang stuff, because they are, they're looking really quite healthy. Well, my Harriet Honeycomb tomato plants are, of which I've got 11, but I don't need 11 more tomato plants. So people are going to be getting tomato plants, and I really have adopted the name, I think, Crazy Plant Lady. But one of the girls from work texted me last night asking if I would like to rehome one of her cacti, which obviously I said yes to. So I'm going to add that to my rather small houseplant collection, I think. But I'm not here to talk about cacti and houseplants. I am here to put on my Potgang stuff. Unfortunately, where it has been a little bit damp the last couple of days, this greenhouse isn't entirely slug proof. They've still managed to find a way in somehow, and they've decided that they want to eat my cucamelon seedlings. I did have 8, and I'm left with 5, but that's the whole reason why we sow more than we need for if the slugs get in, or if the seeds, the seeds just fail. So yeah, that's what I am going to get on with today. Right, so I'm going to have a read of my lovely instruction cards that they sent. So, get him rolling, that's on our cucamelons. I'm going to read them sort of almost simultaneously, if you like. So when the big man has 4 to 5 leaves, when Harriet has 5 to 6 leaves, and they're definitely there, move them up a pot size. Fill one of the small pots with compost. Well, that'll be those guys then. Moisten with warm water and make a deep hole in the middle, nice and cozy. Decide which plants look sturdiest and ease it out of the pot. Yeah, we know that. Hold them by the compost, not the stem. The reason why we don't hold them by the stem is because they can be quite delicate and sensitive, and if you break the stem, I think that's pretty much game over. Gently lower him into the hole in the new pot. Pinch off the bottom set of leaves and pile the compost up over this point. Supporting his stem and compost will help him stand more upright, though don't worry about if he's sprawling. Well, that's our cucamelon, and then again we need to pick the strongest ones of our honeycomb tomatoes, or Harriet. And again, hold it by the compost, not the leaves. Not her delicate stem, and place her gently into the pot. Pinch off the bottom set of leaves and pile up the compost at this point. The teeny hairs on the stems are roots. Oh, I genuinely didn't know that. I know that some tomato plants will end up getting roots coming up. I didn't realise that all those tiny hairs were. Brilliant. Every day's a school day. So the deeper she's planted, the more those roots will be able to spread. Oh, lovely, happy days. That's quite nice and simple. And then, much like with everything else, obviously, it all needs to be watered. Right. So when do we use the pot fuel then? Must be when we put them in this even bigger pot. Ah, yeah, when they go into the bigger pot, we add the pot fuel. Lovely jubbly. Right, okay, so I managed to remember to keep my big bag of special compost separately, and I'm going to try not to make too much mess. Obviously I'm going to rustle, you know me, my favourite thing to do. And this is sort of feels kind of dampish still as well, which is which is really quite fortunate. And I don't know if this is something that Potgang recommend, but as I do only have 5 of those sad little cucamelon seedlings left, I'll just show you. So yeah, as I do only have the 5 cucamelons, I'm just going to risk putting them in just one pot, I think. Hopefully that's not sacrilege. We'll soon find. Oh my god. Well, I found the culprit. Oh, honestly. And obviously if you watched my last video as well, you know that yeah, I've now got a problem with caterpillars. It just doesn't seem to end. And I saw someone on one of their videos the other day. Actually, it was a whole load of gardening hacks of using a dinner fork to pull your plugs out. So I'm gonna do that. I'll get all these out and then I'll show you one of the seedlings. There's the strongest one, I think, up close. And I think these guys I'm gonna put straight in the OG. Cover them in coffee grounds. And I hope that more of these horrible big things don't get there. This is a pretty strong one. Oh, he's got some lovely roots on him. Right, so here we go. This is our little cucamelon seedling. So fairly similar to the cucumbers, where they get these cute little crinkly, wrinkly leaves in. Right, and it said pinch off the bottom leaves, didn't it? So let's pinch off the bottom leaves. Oh, and he's got another little bit coming in on the middle. Lovely. I'm not going to pinch the bottom leaves off of this one because that's all the leaves. Because our fat greedy slug over here has had his way. Oh, I can't pinch the bottom leaves off of this one. I can't remember. Cotyloids, I think is what they're called, aren't they, the bottom leaves? Oh, this one looks really sad. The bottom leaves have been nibbled, as has one of the top leaves, but hopefully that's not too much damage. We'll do the same with this one because we can. Alright, there we go. So that is Carlos, the cucamelons in their new home. Okay, now how many of these? I think if I put 4 tomato plants in here, and again they said to pinch off the bottom leaves. And I won't show you this one because this one's a little bit small. And I'm not pulling them by the thingy, by the stem, I'm just holding them. Oh wow, this one's got an incredible root network in there, look. Ta-da! I'm just going to separate them out a little bit. Gently. Cucamelon. Is that a word? I don't know. I think I just made that up. There's every chance I just made that up. And I'm going to show you this one because this one looks like a really nice strong one. But I have just taken the bottom leaves off as recommended by Potgang. This is something I'm not making up as I'm going along. And here we have our Harriet Honeycomb tomato plants. Again, nice big roots on there. And much like most tomato plants, it looks like much like most tomato plants. I'm going to go with 4 in there, I think. Yeah, this one's quite helpful. Honestly, I don't even know why I've left that slug in here for now. It's making me angry. Just have to ruin everything, don't they? Alright, and then we'll go with this one. And we'll pop that in there as well. So that's our Harriet Honeycombs in their lovely new home. Although I probably could put them in a bit deeper actually, can't I? Let's put them in a bit deeper. As they did say, those lovely those lovely stems have essentially roots all the way up them. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, lovely jubbly. Whilst I'm here, I thought I'd show you my Bruno Basil as well. So he's doing very well. I'm really quite happy, I think, considering he's been, oh, you can see the slime across here, look, from the horrible massive slug there. Yeah, because there's not one hiding on the bottom. But, oh, look, we have got some nice rootage coming out of there. And I did have, unfortunately, a bit of an incident. I had some, I just called it shelving, but apparently it's staging. I had some staging in the corner here. I had some bits on, and it fell over, got blowed over. I don't really know what happened. On 2 occasions, and on 2 occasions I had to scoop. Actually, one occasion this got knocked over, and the other occasion I knocked it over. And so I did have to scoop it all up. So it's doing very, very well, considering. And it isn't a Potgang basil. It is a totally separate basil. But this is my other lovely big bushy basil plant that's doing really quite well. I made a bolognese for dinner the other night. Honestly, it's so rewarding coming out of here, and yeah, picking off some basil and some of my other herbs out of my little herb collection over there to throw in at dinner. I had some salad leaves the other day for my dinner. I had some sugar snap peas. Oh, honestly, it's so rewarding, quite literally eating the fruits of your labour. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these 7. I nearly said 4 then. My goodness, I really can't count. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these 7. I nearly said it again. With these 7 just yet. But I have got to go to work in a little while, and I think I'm cutting it really quite fine in terms of I've got to get changed, freshen up to get there, because I really don't think they'd appreciate me turning up covered in compost. And I think just for now I am going to leave these guys in here. I'm going to come home with some more coffee grounds today, and I'm going to put the coffee grounds on top of these, I think. Hopefully that'll be okay. With my leftover compost I've got in my plug tray, I think I might just put that back into the bag with the rest of it. And again, I hope that'll be okay, because it has just only had seedlings in it, and it is just going to be getting used for, you know, for the rest of these, and when these guys get a little bit bigger. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to go and put them in the OG now, I think. And this cheeky slug, look, he's trying to Houdini out of the tray, so I'm gonna have to take that out of here before he goes and destroys everything else. And next on the list as well is to tie my tomato plants up. Oh goodness me, this has literally happened overnight, that these have gone wee skoo whiff, but they haven't snapped on the stem there at all, so that's good. But they're flowering well. Woo! I don't know if I feel brave enough to leave these guys down here. Yeah, I might tuck my tomato plants down in there with those tomato plants there. And then, I mean, surely it'd only be appropriate. Tuck my cucamelons. I'm not going to dig them in or anything. I'm literally just going to leave them placed on there, I think, because I don't know if that will work, but it'd be really, really nice if it does work. And that, the cucumbers grow into the cucamelons. And this thing, well, I mean, just look at it. There's loads of flowers going on and everything. That makes me so happy. As always, I'm always I'm always managing to get distracted by something. Oh yeah, and look at the size of those hollyhocks. That OG greenhouse is 6 foot high, by the way, or 6 foot tall, and those hollyhocks are, yeah, towering above them. Oh, honestly, there I go again. Terrible, aren't I? But that is it from me for this one. So that's my lovely Potgang, or most of my Potgang stuff, put into their next pots. Come back again soon to see me put them into their even bigger pots, and then hopefully in, I don't know, maybe a month's time, I'll be actually able to harvest some of them. And look at those great clouds. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I just can't help but be distracted. I'm like a dog that sees a squirrel. I'm going, honestly, I'm wrapping up, I'm going. But thank you very much for popping past and seeing me. Come back and see me again soon for more of the Potgang updates, and just, yeah, everything else that I've got to do. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Later, staters.